It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for joining us for this Wednesday morning. Time to get a little bit emotional. We're going to discuss palliative care now. It's the process that focuses on providing relief from symptoms and pain, as well as physical, mental and emotional stress of a person who has been diagnosed with a terminal illness. Now, the International Children's Palliative Care Network is a global network of organizations and special individuals working in the field of hospice and palliative care for children in particular. And coming up from the 30th of May to the 2nd of June, they'll be hosting their third official conference in Durban. And we're now joined by pediatrician and palliative care expert, Dr. Michelle Maring. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us. Having a one-year-old baby boy at home brought on a whole new meaning for me with the organizations that we've worked with in the space when it comes to palliative care, when it is focused on children. If I can ask you to just broadly give us a scope of what the ICPCN is aimed at, what your drive is, and maybe just explain a little bit further what palliative care involves when it comes to children especially.
Cool. So ICPCN stands for the International Children's Palliative Care Network, and it's a global network of people that are practicing palliative care. And palliative care, as you've mentioned, is a difficult subject. Yeah, it's all about the holistic care of patients with life-threatening and life-limiting conditions. It's really, to me, the missing ingredient in modern medicine. We've kind of been very focused on finding cures and on doing operations and getting people better. And we kind of get stuck when we can't achieve that goal. So palliative care often comes in at that point when families have been told, there's nothing more we can do.
Yeah, and then they,
Yeah, and then the families feel abandoned, the situation feels hopeless. And palliative care says there's never nothing that can be done. Even if we can't cure you, we can still heal you. We can manage your pain, we can relieve your suffering, we can help you grapple with those difficult existential questions, why me, why God, why now? And we can really support your family through a really very difficult time.
And never forget, we are still learning valuable medical lessons through that process as well. It really is on the frontier. I have to ask a very personal question before we talk about the conference. Why do you do this work? Why do you put yourself through this? What led you to this calling?
Yeah, that's interesting. I specialized in pediatrics in Baragwanath Hospital in Soweto in the late 90s, early 2000s, giving my age away, yeah? And it was a really difficult time. It was on the height of the HIV epidemic. And we had a lot of babies dying from AIDS. And difficult time to practice medicine. And especially as a pediatrician, you often enter the field thinking your job is to save babies. And when you can't, you get stuck and you don't know what to do. And I had an aha moment one night in the trenches of Baragwanath when I was really just trying to save this little baby's life. In retrospect, looking back, there was no way that baby's life could be saved. We didn't have antiretroviral treatment. We couldn't take the children to ICU. And I did everything I was trained to do, which was to try and save the baby. And in the process of doing that, inflicted a whole lot of unnecessary pain and never prepared the mother for the child's dying. And I felt like I really hadn't done much. And I thought there was a missing skill set.
So now we fast forward to having this incredible network now all working in unison. What is the goal of this conference and how can we support you?
Yeah. So this is a very exciting conference. Pediatric palliative care is quite a new field. And what's the most exciting thing for me about this conference is that every single conference has been held in the developing world where the palliative care need is the greatest. Right. The first conference was in Mumbai in India, the second one was in Buenos Aires in South America, and the third one is in Durban in South Africa. So this is the first time this conference has come to the African continent.
Is it open for everyone? Who is invited? How do people come and support and learn more about this crucial care?
So as you will appreciate, palliative care is not just about doctors and not just about nurses, because it's such a holistic field. So it's open to anyone with an interest in the field. Psychologists, teachers, clergy, parents, advocacy groups.
We will have all of those details on our websites. We really do respect what you do, and I love you so much for putting heart and soul into this, having worked with various organizations, especially hospice. I really do have a deep emotional connection, so thank you so much. And all the best of luck. It's going to be an incredible opportunity for everyone working in the field and families affected by this to join a community, because that's exactly what it is. We all do belong to that community. The third ICPCN Conference, and registration details are on icpcnconference.org.